When did you start competing?
Yeah, when I started competing, Sydney, I was, how old are you, 15?
Yeah, I'm 15.
I was about 14, 15 years old when I started competing competitively out in California. But instead of a big fancy bass boat like we have here at this fishing show, it was an 8-foot kick boat. So it was like an inflatable kick boat. When I got my license at 16 years old, I was driving around in a little like station wagon, real cheap Ford station wagon, and I had this kick boat on the top of the station wagon. So yeah, after school, after 6th period math, algebra, I would go out to the lakes and just kind of learn, and I became a part of a kick boat float tube club, and that's when I started competing.
How many fishing events do you do a year?
Yeah, how many fishing events I do a year? So including shows like this, we'll probably do 3 or 4 shows a year, and then I'll do approximately 10 to 12 Elite Series events and the Bassmaster Classic.
What is your favorite lake to fish?
My favorite lake to fish, because we're sitting in Kansas City, Missouri right now, I'm going to give you my favorite lake to fish in kind of this region here. I know there's a lot of, like Table Rock and Bull Shoals. I would say Bull Shoals Reservoir in this immediate region here is probably my favorite because they bite a swim bait there.
Okay. What is your biggest fish you've caught?
The biggest fish I've ever caught was 14 pounds and 1 ounce, and that was on a huge swim bait. And if you look at this tank behind me here, the swim bait I was throwing was about the size of these 1-pound bass. I remember going and catching that 14 pounder, and then I went back 2 days later and I caught like a 13, and I went back like 4 days later and I caught like a 10 and an 11. So it was, needless to say, that lake in Northern California was on that week, and they were keying in on trout.
What is the biggest bag you've weighed in?
The biggest bag I've ever weighed in during an Elite Series competition, I think 30 pounds, like right at 30 pounds, anchored by a 12 pounder out on the California Delta. And just, that's during competition, the Elite Series. And then also, but like just fun fishing, I think I've had a 47-pound day fun fishing. And that was like a 13, an 11, an 8, an 9. And it was awesome.
That's
yeah,
big.
A lot, yeah.
What's your go-to bait?
My go-to bait, I'm gonna go ahead and say, I'm an old school spinnerbait fisherman. I love throwing swim baits, but like I love just throwing an old school spinnerbait and just really slow rolling, covering a lot of water. And if I see like that real isolated, I love seeing isolated docks or isolated laydowns and slow rolling that spinnerbait. Catch a lot of like 4 to 5 pounders doing that.
What's some advice to youth anglers?
Yeah, some advice to some of the youth anglers out there is take it one step at a time. You see Sydney here, she's doing a great job building up YouTube and social media. That helps, that goes a long way. But in order to be successful, whether it's bass fishing or anything else, take it one step at a time. Don't rush things, and things will fall into place. Be a good person and work hard, do things the right way, and you'll end up where you want to be.
Thank you, Chris, for doing the interview with me.
Appreciate it.